Morning, Zimbabwean. Welcome. Good morning, Zimbabwe, and welcome to Zimbabwe Daily. This is in studio with a program where we bring you artists of all different genres. And today, I'm excited to bring to you an author, an entrepreneur, and we're having a book launch on Saturday, the 6th of April 2024. So I'm excited to introduce this lady. She is a boss lady, the founder of She Millionaire, and she is on Zimbabwe Daily today. So allow me to honor and introduce this powerful woman of God and this powerful entrepreneur, boss lady. Welcome, Dr. Mandy.
Thank you so much for having me.
Right. Um, when we see the She Millionaire Expo, when we read Boss Lady, for some people they're saying, who is that lady? Please tell us about yourself.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm the founder of She Millionaire Ladies Business Expo. My name is Dr. Mandy Sigauke. I do have variety of businesses that I'm doing. I'm the founder of Limpopo School of Etiquette, Pinnacle Business and Beauty Academy, MANSIG Events, MANSIG Media. So I started She Millionaire just to associate women with wealth. So She Millionaire means she can be a millionaire. What she just needs is to have a wealth mindset. So I advocate for financial independence. I'm also not an upcoming author, a new author of a book, Becoming a Successful Entrepreneur, which I'm going to be launching on Saturday.
Hmm, that's wonderful. And on Saturday, we're launching the book, How to Become a Successful Entrepreneur. Why a book? Why a book? Dr. Mandy, you're on mute. Please unmute your mic.
Okay, new author of a book, Becoming a Successful. Me now?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I decided to write this book so that it can be a guide to all the upcoming entrepreneurs. You know, in this
Mm,
book, I delve into my ups and downs. I explain my journey as an entrepreneur, the things, the mistakes that I made, all the things that I've learned throughout my journey. So I felt I should write a book, and this book will help upcoming entrepreneurs to know the do's and don'ts. You know, some of
mm,
the things that I went through, had I had someone who had guided me and told me, you know, you shouldn't do this or you do this, I don't think I would be in those situations. But I found myself in situations that I felt like all the upcoming entrepreneurs should never go through the same road that I went through. And they should also get enlightenment on some other things that they can do and be successful. So it's becoming a successful entrepreneur. What I'm trying to say is that it's still a journey, it's part of the journey. There is a journey that I've started that I can share, but I'm still on that journey of becoming a successful entrepreneur.
that's wonderful. You know, it just reminds me of everyone who is either setting up or established. You know, everyone is on a journey where they're evolving at every and each given turn. Now, Dr. Mandy, when you start talking She Millionaire and you start talking big money, some people get to shy away from that because we are not used to money education, and we are intimidated by money. And people think that when you talk about millions, you should have been brought up in the in the midst of money. But maybe one thing that you do in your book is that you tell us about your background. Can you enlighten those who have just joined us in your journey of becoming, where you're coming from, and Yeah, before we actually go into some of the chapters of your book, Dr. Mandy.
Interesting. So I didn't start as a millionaire. The reason why I said she millionaire, the target cannot be something low. She needs
Mm,
to envision yourself being a millionaire. She can be a millionaire if she just program your mind, reprogram your mind for success and develop a wealth mindset. So I started as a graduate. Through the Zimbabwean scholarship, I came here in South Africa. I studied international relations. I was
mm,
told that I'm going to be a diplomat, and I started to be a diplomat. But when I finished my degree, that's when I realized that it's not easy to get a job. At one point, I had that belief that I'm really going to be a diplomat. But as I
mm,
was distributing my CVs, the rate of unemployment is very high.
right.
So when I started distributing my CVs, I saw that no one was willing to take me, especially coming straight from school without even experience. Until I got to a point that I said, can I just be a general hand? I was hoping to start from a low ground and, work myself to the top, but they couldn't even take me even to be a general hand. So the first thing that I did was to portray a life that I wasn't really living at that time. I wanted to show my fellow graduates that I'm doing so well, things are so well. So I started to have an official lifestyle, to keep up with the moment, the pressure that is on social media, everything around us. Sometimes if you're not careful, it propels you to live an artificial life. So that is the
Mm,
kind of life that I was living. I was posting and borrowing and doing a lot of things, trying to create a picture, to paint a picture that I've arrived. And it got to a
mm,
point that it costed me, it costed me my joy, my happiness. It almost costed me even my marriage, because I was taking things, money from home, diverting it to a certain standard that I wanted to portray, and show people that I've arrived. Until a time that my husband set me down and said, you know what, we can't continue like this. You need to accept your situation, that you don't have that job, that you are not
right.
this woman that you're portraying on social media. Can you
Mm,
start to do something? That's when I started to sell. Yeah, that was my first job that I had to do. I had to start selling, of which I had that status myth, that mentality that people who
mm,
sell are not learned. When I used to rub shoulders with women at the border coming back from school, I was just feeling like these women didn't are not educated. But I saw that those women, some of them were educated, most of them, and selling was the option that they had, because there are no jobs.
yeah.
Even now, there are no jobs that are there. The rate of unemployment will show you here, right here in South Africa, it's increasing each and every day. So when I accepted my situation, then I started selling my clothes. That's when I earned the title a boss lady, because I
Mm,
started selling on my own, without any employee. When the business had grown enough to hire now, I started hiring. And from MANSIG Boutique, I then expanded my business to MANSIG Events. When I saw that my clients are inquiring about media, I continued to expand myself until I got to a point that I knew that I no longer needed work, and those people a job, a formal job. And some of my CVs they were starting to respond. But
mm,
I looked at myself, at the things that I had done, and I felt like, it's no longer that same woman. When I started working on my own, I felt I was now financially independent. I couldn't go and work for someone 8 to 4 hours. So that's when the
mm.
title lady came. She started to hire.
Excellent. And if you're just joining us, this is in studio with, and we're talking to Dr. Mandy Sigauke, the boss lady, the founder and director at She Millionaire Business Expo, and also an upcoming author. She has penned a book titled becoming a successful entrepreneur. And in this book, she chronicles her own journey of how she came out of the shackles of credit dependence and an extravagant lifestyle that she was living on social media to become a woman of substance. And she is going to be launching her book on the 6th of April. That is on Saturday. So if you are in South Africa, whereabouts are you having our the book launch, Dr. Mandy?
I'm having it in Limpopo at Fusion Boutique. It will be from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And yes, we still have more tickets available for people to come and learn and celebrate this milestone with me.
And how much are the tickets?
The tickets are 500 inclusive of the book.
Right. So for 500 Rand, you are able to attend the event and get a copy of the book, Becoming a Successful Entrepreneur. And I want to vouch that this is an interesting read. I want us to go into your I mean, you spoke about the status trap, and
Yes.
I want us to address that issue, that aspect of the status trap in society, and how it has like sort of ensnared people from really asking for the kind of help that they need, you know. It's all about keeping up with the Joneses. It's all about keeping up appearances. It's all about showing, you know, the world that I'm making it, faking it until you make it. Can you tell us about that that kind of mindset as we go on social media, and how does it stop the advancement or your personal development in society?
All right, thank you. You know, that is the part that I love most about that book. All the other chapters are coming, but that is the core of that book. You know, social media does not explain to us the process. It just shows us the end product of something. Everything on social media is perfect.
Right.
A woman is close to a car, everyone is arriving. No one is showing us the process of becoming, those successful billionaires, entrepreneurs. No one shows us the hard side, the difficult part of it. They just show us the end of it. So most of us, we don't even know what it means to be an entrepreneur. And when we start doing our own things, we just want to show the world that we have arrived, because this is
Mm,
what social media has portrayed, keeping up with the Kardashians, with your luxurious car, people borrowing other people's cars, taking pictures on cars that are not theirs, closing those number plates, doing a lot of things, just to
mm,
keep up. So what hinders you from progressing is that, number one, people think that you've got it all covered. They think that you've got everything. And they
yeah.
also think that you know what you're doing. I want to tell you, when I started posting, people were saying you are a role model, you are inspiration. But
Mm,
what were they being inspired by? Just a
mm,
nice picture of someone, just me close to the things that I also didn't have and that I was borrowing. So it hinders you from getting help. It
mm,
limits you from getting help. But once you become vulnerable and get to the rightful people that can help you, and you say, you know what, I'm still struggling. I've got a really big vision, but I need to start somewhere. Can you help me? That's when you get help. So
mm,
that's what a lot of time, there was so much treasure, so much innovation, creativity, many ideas in me. But
mm.
because I had showed people that I'm there, even
I'm
the ones
there.
that were supposed to help me, they couldn't help
Right.
me. But the
Mm,
time that, if you see in that book, there's the woman that took me first to
yeah.
start to work at her boutique. She had to manage that status mentality. She said, "You're going to be one of my directors. Come and sell at my shop." Because she knew that the language that I want to hear is that I'm a director. No one wants to
Mm,
start from just being an employee. Everyone wants to be a director. Everyone wants to be a founder. Everyone wants to have everything.
you know,
So
yeah.
she was a good mentor. She just decided to say, you know what, let me take this kid. And she's coming from school, which is
Mm,
what is really a real problem with the upcoming generation. They don't want to accept, they know it all. They've got it all from YouTube and everything. But she
mm,
saw a potential and she said, come be a director of my boutique. Oh, the way I felt when I was operating in that boutique when she said we'll share the profits by the end of the year. I worked so hard. I brought
oh
new
my
things
God.
in the shop until the day that she told me, why did you skip work? Because I gave myself off for 2 weeks. And when I came back, she said, you're
There goes the
fired.
boss lady giving herself,
Yeah,
two
yeah.
days.
We want to
Why
be
not?
rich so quick. We want to be bosses so quick before even. So when she fired me, she said, you're fired. I'm like, what? But I'm a director. She said, no, you're not. How can you
Mm,
just wake up and you become a director? Do you know how
mm,
I started this business? Do you know
right,
money that I've invested in this business?
right.
What made you think you can just wake up and you're a director of a boutique?
Mm.
You
And how
know,
did
and
it
then
make you feel?
I felt so hurt.
Hmm.
I felt so small. But I asked myself when I was in that shop, because she then ignored me and started doing other things. I told myself, what is it that I don't know? The time that
Mm,
I was with this woman, I was the one who was going to order things. I was the one selling things. I was the one doing everything. Then I told
mm,
myself, but you can do it. Go outside and start to do this. So I left your shop. That's when I started looking around, looking for a shop. And I got myself a space because I couldn't hire the big shop. Sometimes overheads, we want to
mm,
show people that are on a big shop. It
yeah,
doesn't work. There's no
right,
money in having a big shop, as
right.
long as those are not your premises and you're renting, you're
Mm,
struggling. So I got a
right.
small space that I could afford. And then I went to Johannesburg. I bought some stuff. Then I came back. Then I started selling. That was the birth of
Mm,
MANSIG Boutique. And guess what? This woman
hmm.
came back and said, well done. I wanted to push you to do this. I knew
Right.
that you couldn't do it on your own. So
Mm,
you see now, if you don't get that woman, that's some good Samaritan that came to me, you
right.
would die. You would die in
Yes.
poverty. You
You
think.
speak about the value of small jobs and how no matter how insignificant it looks, you gain valuable skills, valuable
Yes.
lessons in that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes. I was street vending. If you saw in that book, there is a time that I didn't start from the boutique. I had to start by selling pap, sadza in the street vending to the builders. But you know what it did to me? It made me realize that I can count money every day.
Right.
I can bring something to my family, because the time that I felt the pain, the sun, the what, but the value that came with coming home with something, it erased all those pain and all the hassles that I went through the streets. So the fulfillment that came with it, not just being a housewife, like, a house queen, a slave queen, but
I mean, it's
coming
good,
and
but
yes, contributing something. So
right.
it made me realize, even now, I respect people in the streets. I respect them.
Amen.
I
Yeah.
value every small job that everyone is doing, as long as they're just being authentic, they're starting from somewhere, surely they'll get somewhere. So it makes you realize the importance of money. Remember, I was borrowing Brazilians for 2,900.
Mm.
Now, when I was selling pap for 20 Rand, do you think I would go and buy a Brazilian for 2.9?
No, no,
How many?
definitely not. So you then
How many?
appreciate the value of money, right?
You appreciate the value of money. If you're working for it, you don't even play with it. You don't even do.
So recently, I met Dr. Mandy at a book launch of Pastor Patient Sakutukwa and the director at Bethel House Publishing. Thanks to Bethel House Publishing for bringing us this conversation with Dr. Mandy, the boss lady. So I met you in Joburg, and there's something that you said that was really profound, and it set on my heart, Dr. Mandy. You said you had to look at yourself and tell yourself that I'm poor, and
Yeah.
because you told yourself that you're poor, you began to work towards getting yourself into that space of financial independence. And it really stuck with me because I then realized that a lot of us, we lie to ourselves. We don't tell ourselves the truth, and when somebody comes to tell us the truth, we are offended. I want you to speak about the value in having an honest self introspection and an honest evaluation of where you are and what you want to achieve with your life.
All right. No, thank you for that. I'm a Christian. I'm an elder. I love God so much. But
Yes.
there's a difference with having faith and the real life. So, in
Okay.
as much as we say, believe you have received it, it won't just come like that. There are
Right.
principles, there are natural processes of growth in life. You can never fast forward a baby from crawling to start walking, in as much
Right.
as you have got strong faith.
Mhm.
So, acknowledging the first stage that you are, imagine if a baby refuses to crawl, what happens to that baby? So, the importance about having a self introspection, it
Mhm.
helps you not to be defensive because when people tell you the truth, you feel offended.
Right.
You feel like, oh, say they're labeling me that I'm poor, but girl, you don't have money in your pocket. So that self introspection helps you to then see and acknowledge and condition your mind that at this present moment, there is
Mm.
no money, I'm poor. Then from there, when you acknowledge that I've got nothing, you then condition your mind to say we are working towards getting something.
Right.
And from there, you start to celebrate your small victories. Why? Because no one knows the journey. No one knows why you are doing what you're doing. And they'll always have their opinions and whatever they say. But if the
Right.
journey was your own self-discovery, it will then becomes more exciting, more intriguing because you acknowledged on your own and you know the steps you told your steps, the steps yourself, the steps that you're going to take in
Mm.
order to be financially independent. So that
Right.
self-introspection on its own, it helps you. No one has to tell you that you're nothing. Tell yourself, I'm
Right.
nothing. Tell yourself, I
Mm.
don't have. Then from there, ask yourself, what is it that I need to do for me to rise to be at the top?
Right. And I'm sure, especially a lot of ladies in Zimbabwe, I mean, it's been really, really difficult just getting around, in spaces. Now, I've discovered that I've got this limitation. I've realized that, you know what, I am not what I'm presenting to the world. You see me glowing, but the truth is my wallet is empty, my bank account is empty. I am literally running on empty. You
Mhm.
talk about business mentorship in your book, and i want
Yes.
i want you to i want you to go into that. I'm just at home. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and a stay-at-home wife. All I do is watch TV or
Mhm.
talk to my neighbors outside the gates,
Mhm.
but I feel that there's this inadequacy in me. I'm
Mhm.
not too sure I have got the necessary skills. I'm not too sure if I have got just the audacity to stand out there and go and do something. But I want money. I want to be counting money every day. I don't
Mhm.
mind counting the money, but I would
Mhm.
want to earn that money. Why is business mentorship important? And what do I look for when I need that kind of mentorship?
All right. Thank you for bringing that up. That's what made me to become a business coach.
Mm-hmm.
During my journey, there was no one to assist me. And the people that have arrived, it takes so time and so much. I don't know. They cannot help those who are still struggling. I don't know if you've ever had that experience. When
Yep.
you try to approach, it's either you are talking to a PA, from the PA has to set an appointment for you, and
Mm-hmm.
then the money is just a lot for you to get the mentorship. So
Right.
business mentorship is vital. But what I want to emphasize on is that celebrities might not be your mentors. There are people who are not celebrities but who are doing well.
Right.
There are people who are not even on social media that but who are doing well. So you need to identify your niche, your area that you want to specialize on, and then look at someone who is doing it so well and
Mm-hmm.
go and offer your services for free, and also tell them you'd want them to mentor you and help you. That is your
Right.
number one thing that you can do. So when you go to someone and not challenge them, but show them that you are a child and you would really love to do what they are doing, not to
Right.
go to someone and steal their business ideas and you start running with it, but to tell them, I would want to open a school like you, but I don't know how it's done. Can you help
Right.
me? Can you
Right.
mentor me? So, mentorship is free. Coaching is what you get paid for. When someone is mentoring you, what you need is a teachable spirit and to be
Mm-hmm.
able to walk with that person and understand what's your end goal. What is it that you want to achieve from this mentorship? So there are a lot of people who are mentoring but what you need to find out is that with this area of in this is this person going to help me with the area of expertise. If you want
Right.
to be a good journalist, go to journalists that have been in the field for a long time. If you
Mm-hmm.
want to be a business guru, go to people that have been doing business and learn from them. Trust me, a mentor can be someone who have been in business for 3 or 4 years. There are
Right.
some things that they've experienced and they can mentor you. Or you can then look for a business coach. I am a business coach. I offer sessions to people. The business coach helps you to unleash the potential in you because
Right.
some people don't even know where to start. They're not even sure of what to do. So when you have a business coach, the coach helps you to have a vision board. Start from there, then
Mm.
prioritize within, diagnose your problem until we manage to get that treasure because everyone has got something that they're destined to do in life. From
Right.
there, the coach then guides you. The work of the coach is to help you see what you can do and then help you to be accountable for every step that you take. And then you need to cooperate. Once you cooperate, you make it. There is no one who's destined to be at home seated, not doing anything. There is
Right.
no one. Maybe you just need to change your association. Maybe you are in the wrong groups on Facebook. Maybe you're just
Mm.
doing you just need to change the environment a little bit and get to people that can help you.
Right. And, as you're speaking, I'm also thinking about an aspect that I read through, and it talked about, the side effects of this mentorship. Like, yes, you found someone who is mentoring you and stuff, but there's that potential of being taken advantage of. Yes, I'm volunteering to do the work, but sometimes, there are resources that also come out in the process of me volunteering because I'm learning, but
Mhm.
people do take advantage of you. Or sometimes you also have like expectations that, yes, I'm volunteering and I'm doing this and we are making money out of, me using also my time and skill that I have. And there's just some unmet expectations. Now, how do you balance that mentorship and being taken advantage of, mentorship manipulations, mentorship, and like just not being over dependent on my mentor?
All right. So the first thing, there is no being taken advantage of. You've got to do whatever you have to do in order for you to learn.
Right.
So being taken advantage of is a mentality that is wrong.
Right.
Someone needs to take advantage of you, and you have to work 24/7 until you
And
get
learn.
what you want.
Right. Okay.
Remember what I said. You should know why you are signing up for this.
Right.
You are going to lose your time, your resources in the process. And it's very difficult to find someone who would accommodate you and take you and mentor you and make you know the secrets of their business.
Mm,
So
mm.
you'd rather be taken advantage of for a period of time. Everything has got a season, Yvonne. It will
Yep.
change. You will not stay like that. But I wouldn't mind if someone is giving me the correct information for free and I'm working for my own company. You
Mm.
understand?
Yep.
Because the experience that I'm going to get from being overworked and overused, it's a lot. And people need to take advantage of you so that you also respect your employees. Once you hire them, you will know what they're going through. So it's
Right.
it's it's it's, it's a phase which will come to pass, but you tell yourself, I'm here for 6 months, I'm ready to mop the floor and do everything, remove the nails, and do everything that I can do in order for me to
Right.
get started and achieve something. So let's dismiss that point of being taken advantage of and
Good.
appreciate the time that someone is giving us and give ourselves a certain period to say, I'll be taken advantage of. Come with that mentality. You're going to be taken advantage of whatever it
Right.
takes for me to be. It's not as expensive as being ignorant. Ignorance is
Right.
expensive.
It's
Not
a very
finding yeah, not finding anything to do, it's very expensive.
right.
So I would rather be taken advantage of for 3 months and not have that mentality and just save. Where is saving? Let me just save for those 3 months and then learn and appreciate this woman or this man who's mentoring me after. As long as it's not abuse, it's just you working. Then
Right.
there's remember you have to do a research before you go to someone who's going to mentor you. If you're saying I'm your mentor, it means you really believe whatever path I'm taking you through, be it
Right.
tough or what, it's meant to make you gold. It's meant to make you a successful entrepreneur.
Right. And you said something that just, clicked in like you have to choose your hard. Not having money is hard.
Mhm.
Having to make the money is not an easy journey. So choose your heart. Do you want to remain in the same place and continue complaining, or do you want to start moving and complain about the hardness of it, but come out eventually as a successful person?
Mhm.
Now, we all seek success. We want to be successful in whatever areas we are doing. And Dr. Mandy, I want to talk about your doctorate. You
Mhm.
received a doctorate. I want you to share a little bit about that story, because when you told it to me, I felt like there is a little bit of something here. You were in the midst of chaos that was happening in your life, and then
Mhm.
this recognition comes. Uh, how does that? How did that, in the season that you were, make you
Mhm.
feel? I want you to just take in somebody who feels like, the walls are falling on me. I'm not exactly sure if I should continue or what. I'm just having these struggles. I want you to talk to that woman or that man who is feeling the heat. They're doing something, they're feeling the heat, and yeah, encourage them.
You got me on that one. Uh, all right. So when I was honored with that doctorate in entrepreneurship, I was going through a phase of names.
Right.
With branding, it's either you define yourself or people will define you. So there are definitions that people always come with, but they wouldn't have gone through the journey that you have been through. They just think whatever they think and they think they can say whatever they want to say. So when they say whatever they want to say, that should not discourage you from pursuing your goals because you are not defined by what people say. You are
Mm.
defined by what you say you're going to be and what you've branded yourself to be and what you stand for. So during that time when I was having those attacks, and I thank God because there is no bad publicity. Publicity
All
is
right.
publicity.
All right.
If I had a way of giving that person an award, for the publicity, because that's how they got to know about me. So, and checked and see what I've been doing, and checked and see all the women that I've been appreciating and awarding, and look at all my work. They asked, "Can we have a brief history about you?" I gave them everything. I've been working. I started like this. I gave them my story. I gave them my book that I'm going to publish on Saturday to say, "This is what I've been doing." They said,
Mm.
"Indeed, this needs recognition." So it is
Wow.
at such time that when you feel intense pain, like when you want to give up, when you feel like everyone is turned against you, something good is about to come. And what you need to do is to hold on. Hold on. Never let people change you. You know what I told myself? I don't belong to the streets. I'll never go to the streets. I'll
Right.
never stoop so low. I'm a boss lady,
Mm.
remember. A boss lady does not go back and fight back in the streets.
Yeah.
I advocate for financial independence, not fighting. So there
Mm.
are times that your vision will be tested to say, are you really um, a business person? Are you really your values, your principles are going to be tested in the process, because entrepreneurship, you're going through fire for you to come out as gold. But when you feel that the pain is so intense, please hold on, don't compromise. Something good will
Right.
come. How did I feel when I went there, when I went to Nigeria, when the whole thing was happening? I felt good. I felt that God makes everything beautiful in His own time. And
Amen.
I felt that He was talking to me in a way that I didn't even understand. That's why His ways are different from our ways.
Mm-hmm.
I never anticipated that. I was so happy. You know, when you are crying with tears of joy and you also
Right.
cry with tears of pain, and there are mixed
Mm.
emotions there, and God does something that comes and brush every pain. I
Right.
forgot what every negative thing was being said, because the way those people introduced me to the stage, the way they
Wow.
talked about me, the way they were celebrating. I also want to say, it's not everyone who's against you.
Right.
People like to say everyone hates me. Is it true?
No.
People like
No.
to say everyone doesn't believe in me. Is it true? Can you
No.
remove that? Because when we are doing coaching, we say not everyone. You are being
Right.
illusional. So don't feed yourself what's not there. Don't see what's not there. Because everyone does not like you. It's not true. There are people who are vouching for you. There are people who
Right.
are supporting you, maybe in a way
Yes.
that you might not see, but indirectly they are there for you. There are people who are even interceding for you. And if people
Right.
are not there, definitely God is on your side. So stop this thing of
Mm.
saying, no, if I sell, people won't buy. Whose people?
Right.
There's
Right.
nothing
I
like
like
that.
that.
So yeah,
I
so
like.
that's what I learned in the process. Not everyone is against you. Just two or
Mm.
three things does not make everything bad. You just need to continuously tell your mind, I'm victorious, I'm capable, I'm winning, I'm a millionaire, I'll make it. And forgive yourself for making mistakes. Because what maybe people will attack you on is just a minor mistake. How they forget all the good things and love to major on the small mistake that you might have done. So if
Right.
you don't realize that failure is not does not mean that you are not able to do anything. Failure means it's a wrong way. You just need to redirect yourself and go the other way. And failure means you're on the right path. Well done for executing the idea. The fact that it didn't work out, it doesn't matter. But the fact that you were courageous enough to execute it, some died with their dreams. But the fact that you
Mm.
executed your dream, It shows that you're a courageous woman. That's what I told myself. Well done for pulling this off. Whatever someone is thinking, well done, you are courageous. How do you make people meet like that? How do you do that? Well done. So tell yourself, well done for making it, thinking about it, even though the business didn't work out, but well done for being courageous and keep up that courage. I've
Right.
told people that I've had 50 doors, I've knocked on 50 doors, and all have been closed. And I've learned to be as enthusiastic as I can from the
Mhm.
151 door with the same energy and the same passion. That's what life is all about. No one is gonna believe in you. You have to believe in yourself. They don't know your vision. You have to accept rejection and criticism. Those are tools to sharpen you to be a successful entrepreneur.
Wow, you have to accept criticism, but still have that belief in yourself to become a successful entrepreneur. Dr. Mandy, I really appreciate you coming, and I'm excited for you for your book launch that's happening on Saturday. And if you're anywhere close to Limpopo or you're in Johannesburg, you can drive to Limpopo, it's fine. The event is happening from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And for your gift of 500 rand, you support the work of Dr. Mandy. You also get this powerful book. It's got powerful nuggets. It speaks to business principles. It speaks to Dr. Mandy's journey to self-discovery, her own journey from being that person who felt so highly of her. She grew up in Highfield, and God has raised her to where she is. Dr. Mandy, since you're here, I want you to talk about the She Millionaire Business Expo a little bit into that.
All right. The She Millionaire is Business Expo. It's an organization that I started to create a platform for women to get equipped about business and also to network. This organization advocates for financial independence. We
Mm,
believe that women should be associated with wealth. We go against the objectification of women. When they are introducing a Mercedes Benz, the woman is not the owner, but she's there to be just naked on the car and make people buy. But we are saying women can also be CEOs. They can also own the car. We are breaking the limitation that comes with us being objectified. People when they are told that there's a president or CEO, they just think it's a man. So we're saying she can be a millionaire, associating women with wealth. We do run various programs where we just train women for free. Those who are clueless, they don't know what to do. Recently, we trained 60 women how to decorate, how to plan events. So we do programs like this every month just to equip women. And we're also
mm,
going to be having our trip to Mauritius, a business retreat. So this organization covers those that have arrived. We give them what they can get according to their level. And those that are starting, accommodating everyone. We're also going to be having our summit in June, our awards in November, where we get to appreciate women in their areas of expertise and to just
mm.
say, I see you, sis. Keep on pushing. So that is all about She Millionaire, having mentoring programs, mentoring women, equipping women, creating platforms for them to grow in business, having variety of speakers with different experiences that can help women to grow, whatever it takes to raise a financially independent woman. That is what we advocate for with She Millionaire.
And someone is listening and thinking, how do I become part of that?
Oh, they can follow us. We do have a website, www.shemillionaire.com, and they can follow us on Instagram, on Facebook to see what we will be offering. We also open up for mentoring and different things. So they just come and it's free for them to be members, to follow us and see what they can do. And I, in my own capacity as a business coach, to people that do attend Shimlene events, I do support them and do one-on-one coaching with them. Like on this business launch, if you've ever been to Shimlene, you are coming at a 50% discount just to come and learn more because that is what we advocate for. We want to create platforms for women to learn.
Creating a platform for women to learn. If you're listening and you're a woman out there and you'd want to be part of this growing movement of women who are yearning to become more financially independent, the Boss Lady is your person to go to. If you're just tuning in again, this is In Studio with, and we're talking with Dr. Mandy Sigauke, the Boss Lady and the founder and CEO at She Millionaire and MANSIG. Group of companies. So she is launching her book on the 6th of April 2024. It's going for 500 Rand. That is for you to attend the event and for you to grab your own copy. Dr. Mandy, there are some people who are saying we will not be able to make it to the book launch on the 6th, but would want to get a copy. How do they do that?
So they can place the order through the She Millionaire platform. This book is also available. We have got the link. You just pay for your book and we create worldwide.
Right. So, how much is it for somebody who is buying the book, not attending the book launch?
All right. The book is 250 Rand.
Right. So, becoming for a small investment, guys, this is a small investment of 250 Rand. You are getting nuggets. You are getting coaching tips from the business coach herself, Dr. Mandy, in her book. So 250 Rand, you get that through the www.shemillionaire.com website, and you will be able to get your copy. You make that order, you make the payment, you send your proof, and you receive your copy. All right. And I don't know, there are some people who are saying 250 Rand for a hard copy. Am I able to get an e-version of the book, and how much would
Yeah.
it cost?
Yes, the e-version is available as well. I'll share also the link for people to get it. It will also be available even on Amazon, but right now it's also available at $10. So you just have your ebook.
All right. So, Dr. Mandy, do send us those links. We will tag them on this video so that
Okay.
people who follow later are able to also make use of those links for them to get this information. So yes, a special thanks goes to Bethel Publishing House. This publishing house was launched um, just last in the last 2 weeks. It was launched in Johannesburg, in Sandton rather, in South Africa, and Prophetess Patience Sakutukwa is the CEO at Bethel Publishing House, which is the publishing house for Dr. Mandy Sigauke. And if you would want to get your book published and you don't know anyone who can do it for you, well, Bethel House Publishing is there and is waiting. And if you are in and about Limpopo, please do step in on Saturday between 6 and 8 p.m. Guys, it's in the evenings. I'm sure you'd have done all you need to do in the afternoon and just make those 2 hours to support this woman in the work that she's doing, but not only supporting her, but also equipping yourself with something relatable. You see, most of the business books that we read are written by people who are not within our context. Now, this one has seen this and that. You ask her anything, she's been in it. She's had to be a cross-border trader. She's had to lay down her expectation from her degrees that she has. So you have an education, but you don't have money in your pocket, and you want to change that narrative. Now is an opportunity for a small investment of 250 Rand. You can order your own copy of Becoming a Successful Entrepreneur, and you will be equipped. Dr. Mandy, I want you to give us a parting shot to our listeners who are online. Um, just words to encourage them, motivation, I don't know, something that will nudge somebody.
All right. Thank you so much. Allow me also to thank Bethel Publishing Company that have made it possible for this book to come, and to thank the woman behind Bethel Publishing Company that is Prophetess Patience. And to the boss ladies out there, I want to encourage them to embrace setbacks and to embrace resilience, to know that nothing was ever achieved without enthusiasm. There will be ups and downs, there will be painful moments, but I don't want you to give up on yourself. I want you to be as resilient as you can. Without resilience, hard work, and determination, you'll never make it in life. And to those that feel that they have been labeled different names and people are not really appreciate them, the more the pain, the closer you are to your breakthrough and your miracle. And to those that were listening to this interview that I had, and you feel like even where I don't even know how to start, I don't even have money for coaching, but I'm a woman, I want to open to you to just get a discovery call and communicate with me so that I can help you. I want us to be financially independent. If there is one last thing that we should ever do in life, is never to compete with anyone, but to compete with our old selves and believe in ourselves and celebrate the little progress, the little victories that we have in life. Very, very important. Don't cost your family because of an artificial life. Don't cost your happiness because of an artificial lifestyle. Always acknowledge your current state and know that you'll never stay like that forever, but you just need to live within your means and start to do something. It's an abomination not to count money a day. Try to do something that brings money every day. You need to count money. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Mandy, for making time. I know you're busy, and at this time, you're really running around to make sure that the book launch goes as planned. And this is a woman of excellence, guys. So I know that it's going to be top notch. So thank you so much for making time to be with us right here on Zimbabwe Daily.
Thank you.
Excellent. And Dr. Mandy says, don't fear failure. Fear being in the exact same place next year as you are today. You can never fail beyond where you are now. So start doing something. Get yourself a trade, get yourself a product that you give to the world. We are solution bearers. So don't just sit at home and cry that you don't have money. Do something. There is someone out there who will appreciate your product. And this has just been empowering. I've been strengthened. I've been encouraged. I have been challenged. I hope you feel the same. My name is Yvonne Muchaka. This is In Studio with right here on Zimbabwe Daily. A special thank you goes to She Millionaire, the boss lady, Dr. Mandy Sigauke, and Bethel Publishing House for bringing us this powerful woman to speak to us this morning. And thank you to Pastor Patience Sakutukwa, the boss lady behind Bethel House Publishing. And yes, we are going to have a number of authors coming through from Bethel House Publishing. And please do come and support each and every one of them, because we value you and they value you. So thank you so much for joining us. Do share our page, do like, do subscribe. Come on, support the works that we're doing right here at Zimbabwe Daily. We totally appreciate you, and we appreciate your comments. We appreciate you sharing. We appreciate every single support that you give us. Thank you so much for joining us. Continue to tune into our platform as we bring you more. It's bye bye for now.